Let us move on to the next concept. We have the employee number and we have the employee name. Now we are going to find out what is going to be the designation of this employee. Where is this designation available? The designation is available in another file called as master. So if you go to the master file, where you can see there is a file called as master. Under this you can see this sheet called as EMB master, where you can see the branch name, employee number, name, gender, qualification, date of birth, date of joining, retirement age, designation and department is available. Now we are going to find out what is going to be the designation of the employee. Now I have two files opened. How do we navigate between one file to another file within the same application? If you are using the mouse, you can go to the taskbar and you can click here where two files will be displayed. Very simply, you can click on that file, method number 1. Method number 2 is you can go to the tab called as view. If you go click on the tab called as view, under the tab of view you can see there is switch window available, where you can see whichever the file you have opened, that will be available. So if you want to open the file called as the exercise, you can click on it, method number 2. Or the simplest way is you can use the shortcut key. The shortcut key for navigating between one file to another file within the same application is so you can use control tab, file to another file, navigate between files. If you want to navigate between files, then we can use this control tab key. Or if you want to navigate between the application, then you can use the alt tab. So you can use alt tab, navigate between the application. So between the application means you can use alt tab, between the files means you can use control tab. So now I believe we are going to use control tab. So let me do that. So I can press control tab, so you can see here which will navigate between one file to another file within the same application. Now we are going to find out the designation. To find out the designation, now we are going to write a formula. There are two formulas available to find out the designation. The two formula, I believe everyone knows the two formula. One is VLookup, that is vertically looking up the value. Another one is HLookup, that is horizontally looking up the value. So when can we use the VLookup is if you have the heading on the top and data on the bottom. If you have the heading on the top, data on the bottom, then we can use VLookup. Or if you have the heading on the left and data on the right, then we can use HLookup, that is horizontal lookup. Now we have the heading on the top and data on the bottom, so we are going to use VLookup. But before using VLookup, there are some preconditions. We'll see one by one. What is the precondition before using VLookup? The condition number 1, you have to count the column number starting from the key field on your source or master table. Count the column number starting from the key field on your source or master table. So let me go to the source or master table. Once again, I'm pressing control tab to go to the source or master table. We have to count the column numbers. So here I want to find out the designation. So based on what we are going to find out the designation is based on the employee number, we are going to find out the designation. So from the employee number, you have to count what is the column number. So from here, so the employee number is column number 1 and name is 2. Gender is 3, qualification is 4, date of birth is 5, the date of joining is 6, and retirement age is 7, and the designation is 8. So now I found the column number is 8. Method number 1 or method number 2 is very simply you can select the data starting from the employee number. You can select it here and you can check what is the column number. For example, I have selected the column number from the employee number. So you can select it here and you can see on the name box it will show you what is the column number. The column number is 8. Else you can go to the bottom of the status bar also and you can check what is the column number. The column number is 8. So the first condition is what we have counted the column number starting from the key field. And the condition number 2, while using lookup, while using the lookup, your key field should be the first column. So that means when you are using lookup, you have to select the key field as the first column. So this will do it when you are using lookup. And condition number 3, if you are finding an exact match, if you are finding an exact match, the range lookup should be 0 or false. If you are finding an approximate match, the range lookup should be 1 or true. So now I believe we are going to find out an exact match. Exact match means suppose I am searching for the employee number 20910. You have to exactly find out the employee number 20910. Approximate match means if 20910 is not available, we have to find the next employee record. That is approximate. So here we are going to use exact. Next session we will see how to use the approximate match. The last condition, that is if you are finding an approximate match, then the source table has to be sorted as per the key field. If you are finding approximate match, then the source table has to be sorted. Now we are not going to find approximate match, we are going to find an exact match. So no need for sorting the table. So let us use the function. I believe everyone knows what is the function we are going to use. Equal to VLookup. So let me type VLookup. So if I type VL, starting with VL, what are all the functions available, it will display. I think only one function is available. We can select the function by using mouse means you can make a double click, or using the keyboard means you can use the tab key also. So let me press the tab key. VLookup, lookup value. Lookup value means based on what we are going to find out, which is your key feed, based on what. So I am going to find out the designation based on the employee number available here. So let me select the employee number, comma. So where are we going to find this? We are going to find out the employee number, but where are we going to find out the employee number? We are going to find out the employee number. We are going to find out the employee details in the employee master. So let me press Control Tab, and I'm going to the employee master. In the employee master, you have to select it from the employee number. So let me select it from the employee number. Control Shift right from the employee number. Control Shift right and Control Shift down. So entire table would have been selected, comma. What are we going to find? I am going to find the employee number. Where are we going to find? We are going to find in the master, comma. What is the column number you are going to find? We know the column number. I think we have counted the column number. Column number is 8. So let me type 8, comma. How are we going to find it? Whether we are going to find it exactly or we are going to find it approximately. So we are going to find it exactly. So let us use a 0 here and close the bracket. Now I can press enter or a control enter. That's it. Now you can see it displays the designation. So I want to copy the designation. I can make a double click here to copy the designation on the bottom. So now you can see it finds the designation of all the employees. Now same thing I want to find it for the department also. So let me write the same formula. So I'm going to write the same formula, equal to VLookup. What are we going to find? I am going to find out the employee number, comma. Where are we going to find it? We are going to find it in the master table. Let me go to the master, Control Tab. Now I'm going to select it from the bottom. So my cursor is on the bottom. No need for going to the top and coming back. I can select it from here, Control Shift right and Control Shift up arrow. So it will select it till the top. And what will be the column number? I think you can know the column number. Designation is column number 8. So department, obviously the column number should be 9. So let me put it as 9, comma. How are we going to find? We are going to find it exactly. Let me close the bracket and I press enter or a control enter. So it shows me the department also here. Perfect. 100% it's giving the result. But the problem is, for finding the designation, I'm writing a VLookup. For finding the department, I'm writing a VLookup. Let us see how to write only one lookup to get both the results together. Rather than writing two lookups, let me see how to write one VLookup to get both the result. So first of all, I am going to select two columns where we want the result. You have to select the two cells where we want the result, equal to. So let us type same VLookup and lookup value. That is, what is the value you are going to find? I am going to find out the employee number, comma. Where are we going to find it? I am going to find it in the same master. So once again we are selecting it from the employee number, Control Shift right and Control Shift down, comma. Here is the difference. Let me put a comma. Last session, if you are finding the column number 8, you will type 8. If you are finding the column number 9, you are typing 9. But I want both the column number 8 as well as 9. So let me put a open flower bracket. Where's the flower bracket is available is on your keyboard. Above the key square bracket, next to the letter of P, you can see the square bracket. Above the square bracket, you can see the flower bracket is available. On the flower bracket, I am going to type the column number. It's 8, comma 9. And close the flower after giving the column number 8, 9. Suppose if you want to find some other columns also, you can use the column number. Suppose I want to find 5 and 6, so you can say 5 and 6. Or if you want to find the third and 8, 3, 8, or 8 and 3, so that's your wish. So now I want to find out the column number 8, 9. Flower bracket close, comma. And what is the approximate match or exact match? It's an exact match. Close the bracket. And last step is very important. You should not press enter. You have to hold the Control Shift as it was array function. Normally one function will give you only one result, but this is the function which is going to give two results. So let me press Control Shift enter. So now we can see it gives the result for both the designation as well as the department. And one thing you have to notice, it has given an open flower bracket before the VLookup, and after the VLookup also there is a closed flower bracket. You don't do this, but by default that will be inserted by Excel itself. Now if you want to copy, you have to select both the designation and department as it was array, and you have to make a double click to copy it on the bottom. If you want to edit or if you want to delete or whatever you want to do, you have to select both the cells and you have to do it. You should not do it individually because it was an array function.